I'm not trying to be all deep because we ain't got time for that, but prayer still works. Recently I had taken a day off from work just to get my mind collected. And I sat down and I thought about what I wanted. I had a big decision that I had to make. And I considered what I wanted and I decided I was going to write it down and I was going to pray over what I wrote down. And I took this seriously. And after I prayed, I was just like, well, it's in God's hands. I think if the prayer didn't come to pass, I would have been okay, because it's been a long period of just lows in my life. Loss after loss after loss after loss. I have become an expert at losing. The one thing that I can say through it is that regardless of all of the disappointments and all of the unexpected turn of events, I definitely kept a mindset that it could turn around at any time and that God's hand was on me. While I would say that I suffered periods of depression, disbelief, I also experienced periods of delight, knowing that even through it, I was being sustained, I was being upheld, and that I felt like I was surviving. And at the very best, that was something that I was giving thanks for, like I am surviving, which sounds crazy looking back, but it was at that time the thing that I could rejoice in, that I could have lost and been entirely defeated in my mind, in my spirit, in my presence. So I decided that I wasn't going to allow circumstances to shape the way I perceived my life overall. So back to the prayer. I sat down, made my list, prayed, walked away, carried on, and within a week's time, the prayer came to pass. I was just like, how could this happen? Like, this is exactly what I prayed for. Is this real? Lord, is this you? Father, should I proceed? Like, what should I do? And then I realized, I'm like, this is what I prayed for, so the answer must be yes. This is the answer. He provided it, so this is it. A friend of mine said, we ask God to blow our minds, and when he blows our minds are blown. You're in disbelief that you're in disbelief, if that makes sense. I am so very certain that there has been numerous occasions in my life where I experienced a period of lows that were followed by a period of highs. I can't recall right now because it's just been a long time of devastation, but I'm certain that this is what life is. It's a period of lows followed by a period of highs. I don't want to ever perceive life as overtly happy or extremely sad. I want to realize the balance, that while I'm treading in the water at any given moment, the lifesaver may be thrown into the ocean to save me. And I still want to be hopeful that I'll have enough strength to keep treading, to keep believing that the answer, the help is on the way. Prayer still works. I know there's a lot of people that don't consider prayer as a tool. I'm saying that it has helped to shape the way I perceive. How I perceive my life shapes my motivation, shapes my mental health, shapes my emotional intelligence. I'm fortunate to realize the strength that I have gained in believing for the thing that is impossible. I'm just humbled in knowing that God, he's still listening, that he hasn't forgotten about me, that he's still working out the details that I'm asking him for. And it's not in my timing. Sometimes you pray for decades and you don't see the answer come to pass. But when you can pray within days and the answer presents, I think it gives me enough hope to believe that the other things that I'm praying for are also on the way. It's just timing, and any second could be the second that the answer is provided. Things are still working out. I know it's not always perfect. Sometimes it can be, though. It takes that one thing The one thing that turned out perfect to give me the hope to believe for the other thing. And I'm grateful for these moments. I mean, I prayed a prayer that was so specific. I was like, I'm not leaving any questions unanswered in this prayer. We're going to just pray all the things that I need. Every item was provided. If you haven't tried prayer, give it a chance. And I don't even want you to think that God is Santa Claus, because he's not. I mean, I grew up believing that prayer was a dialogue between me and my Father. There's so many different attributes of God, you know? It'll take me being sick to learn that he's a healer, or me being limited for me to realize through prayer that he's a deliverer. It'll take me being broken for me to understand and experience him as a comforter. And I think prayer is the engine that helps me get to point A to point B. And point A might be the sorrow to joy, the point B. Just because you're suffering losses doesn't mean you don't have the ability to win. I think it's possible that the tool that you need is prayer. Prayer is a way for me to compete in this faith-based walk, for me to be above the scenarios and not below. You know, life is delicate. We are so delicate. At the drop of a hat, scenarios can change quite quickly. And I want to honor that. And how I do so is by covering myself in prayer. Prayer still works.